would now like to share some lessons on leadership in this time of crisis. And so I hope, brothers and sisters, that these three simple lessons that I'm going to share with you will help you as we continue to go out and provide leadership in these really, really challenging times, in this crisis time that we're all going through right now. So, lesson number one that I would like to share with you as a leadership in crisis. Lesson number one, put on your mask first. That's the first lesson that I would like to share with you, my dear leaders, is learn to put your mask on first. This is a classic lesson that we all learn from the flight attendant. Sabi ng flight attendant, if ever that the oxygen of the plane drops, automatically will also drop masks from the compartment of the plane. And then you would notice him say this: if you're seated beside a child, if you're seated beside an elderly person, put on your mask first before you put on the mask of the person seated right next to you. Now, brothers and sisters, this is not selfishness. This is wisdom. How can you and I provide excellent leadership if our spiritual oxygen is already low? How can we provide excellent leadership if our physical oxygen is low? If our mental oxygen is low? And so this is a reminder for all of us that for us to be able to effectively lead other people, we cannot lead if our physical is weak. We cannot lead if we are mentally drained. We cannot lead properly if we are spiritually low. And so this lesson number one in how do we lead in time of crisis is a reminder for you and me to put on our masks first. Okay? So this is a reminder, brothers and sisters, that we need to take care of ourselves as well. Exercise. Eat healthy food. Okay? Be very careful for the things that enter our minds. Okay? You cannot expect to be physically well, mentally alert, and spiritually strong if you are still on Netflix until 1 a.m. It doesn't work that way. If we don't get proper sleep, we know what will happen to us. We will be physically drained. We will be mentally drained, and we will be spiritually drained. And so once again, leaders, put on your masks first. Learn to take care of yourself, especially in this time of crisis, because if we don't, we cannot lead others. We are not physically, emotionally, and spiritually strong, especially at this time. So do your physical exercise, do your spiritual exercise, do your mental exercise. Try to avoid putting in a lot of negative things. And so, my friends, I would like to ask you to do your mental selves a favor. Cut down on social media. Okay? I know that you and I are practicing social distancing. I hope that you will add to social distancing some social media distancing so that we can keep those negative things out of our brains, out of our minds. I would like to share with you this wonderful quote from Maya Angelou. Sabi niya, as you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands. One for helping yourself, the other for helping others. Don't forget, it's not just us helping others. We have to learn how to take care of ourselves as well. I would like to show you these two objects, and I would like to remind you as leaders, don't just keep on looking at the window for people to help. You also need to look at the mirror and learn to help the person that you see in the mirror. So once again, wag lang puro bintana. Trying to look for people to help. Okay naman yon. Pero kung hindi ka marunong tumingin sa salamin at nakalimutan mo ng tulungan yung sarili mo, abay, hindi ho tatagal yung pagtulong natin sa ibang tao. So once again, let us balance looking at the window for people to help. Let us also learn to look at the mirror and help the person that we see in the mirror. So, my friends, put on your masks first. That's lesson number 1.